Реально. Понятно.
Hello. Надо бы уже спать.
Ну, раз надо, то надо.
Угу. Ну тогда я пошел. А то вы тут всяких рыцарей смотрите.
А,
Careful ahead. Great job, Rook.
Clear.
wetlands are unsettling, but I guess that's warden life. Spending time in creepy places.
I've read stories about places like this. Nobody say we should split up. That never goes well.
Я понял. Раз.
They're down.
чем, блядь, прикол?
Look, there.
It's not enough you disturb my sleep. Now you interrupt my journey in the waking world.
That sounds like the trapped demon in the necropolis.
As agreed to church you, I'll flay you alive. And the treasure I prepared.
That demon knew us. It sounded exactly like the one trapped behind that sealed door in the necropolis.
You're right.
The note I found said we had to defeat lesser demons before we could reach the one sealed away. But maybe it was wrong, and they're all the same demon.
пиздиться с выпил кем.
Я не знаю, я с ним уже минут 20, наверное, пиздил.
Да нет. Какая-то 5 секунд.
Clearing the
Я
way.
вообще, блядь, честно. Я думал, просто попробую и все.
Попробовал.
Я
Everyone
проебал
please
2
gets us a little
воскрешения,
further.
все хилы. Все, блядь, проебал. Это пиздец.
Есть воскрешение?
Ну смотри. У моего напарника такая волшебная. Плюс один к
Угу.
зарядам оживления.
Ну я с этим чуваком бегал. И второго там, кого дадут по сюжету, либо там,
И
кого-то.
плюс вот это еще хуйня у меня. Плюс один к зарядам оживления. Итого 2.
А где их брать, эти заряды оживления?
Чего?
Где брать заряд оживления?
Ну, на один бой тебе дается 2 заряда оживления. Бой закончился, все, они обновились.
Понял.
И почему ее? Потому что она жестко хилит. Она мало того, что автоматически тебе хилит, когда у тебя лоу хп. И плюс у нее ее навык хила при этом не откатывается. Ты можешь еще раз в любой момент хильнуться. Ну и ради чего это съебался?
Блять, я уже начал забывать, что снилось. Там такой сюр был, это просто пиздец.
8. Роботка ярость 75%. Ты, пожалуйста, есть время восстановления. И больше не раз. Ярость. Да?
Ну, да,
Сейчас
тут написано 100, тебе плюс 96 защиты дает, ёбаный. А, тяжелый шлем. Понятно.
урон увеличивает каждый день. Ярость. Опа. А вот это уже выглядит. Ну,
Вот тяжелый, Рома.
блядь, кули. Я все равно к
И,
тяжелому ветку уже вкачался полностью.
и
Правда.
минус 250 хп будет.
Да, 250 хп это пирование. Туда можно перекинуть. Бля.
Надо пройтись по магазу. Ладно.
По магазу. Тоже магазу открылись.
9 уже почти. Ну, да. Надо сначала в красное-белое сходить, взять там тортилью, потом пойти в свой магаз и там докупить там яйца. И что-нибудь возьму для крабовой палочки, короче. Я вчера просто сожрал нахуй пачку крабовых палочек.
Блядь, я опять забыл горошек ебучий.
Горошек я куплю, кстати.
Я не понимаю, что тут нужно сделать.
Погоди, ну кишка, по кишке пройдись.
Ну кишка, типа он грызет вот эту хуйню, и вот загорающаяся по ней идешь, и она должна тоже загореться. Вот здесь вот. Она черная. Значит, скорее всего, потом.
Ну, с другой стороны тоже ударь, чтобы с двух кишок в нее шло.
Какой с другой стороны?
Вот, вон, сверху.
Ну, тут видишь, тут нет действия активного.
А, это не те красные, это другие какие-то. Я таких не видел.
Типа ты используешь грифона, он начинает грызть эту, и от нее красная идет следующая, и вот следующую нужно разъебать. Она не становится красной.
Я просто реально, может, с двух сторон поищи, обойди эту всю залупу.
Я ее всю уже вдоль и поперек пошел.
А вот за вот этим камнем.
Ты видишь,
А,
он тоже
тоже.
серый. Это, скорее всего, квест какой-нибудь будет.
Ну, кстати, может быть. Берег одиночества. Чувствуешь себя одиноким?
Понимаю.
Ой. Там сзади тебя хилка была.
Лук учись.
А так тебе вкатывает до игры.
Да?
Заебись.
Правда, вот эти вот враги мини-боссы, нахуй, которые просто... Этот хотя бы не тпхался, блядь. Точно такой же был хуй. Он постоянно взрывался, блядь, тпхался. И еще все его атаки просто гниль на тебя накидывали. Ты умирал за 1,5 секунды. Это вообще ужас, блядь.
Ой, видишь, мне на ТПХшься было поебать. Я все равно сдалека ебашу.
Так издалека, он, блядь, тебе за спину все время тпхается. Вот такая же хуйня. Ну и где, блядь? Что, вот, сука, даже фоторежим. Мне просто дико интересно. Что он там? Какая должна была загореться? Вот он, ну видишь, тоже серая, блядь. Что за хуй?
Угу.
Он та, не серая, но до нее я не могу добраться.
Ты отсюда не сможешь до туда дострельнуть?
Да, я не могу забраться. Сюда нужно зайти оттуда.
Не, я понял, а ты тот на розу далеке не можешь, да, ебаный?
А, заебись вещь. Режим, да? Хули ты приуныла. Я этого не видел. Фотомодель.
Эх,
Ну, что, все получается.
Rook, just got word.
ой.
First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except us, seems like. Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Calling wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly. But
Видел
I've
я
heard
уже
rumors of a
мистера
massive darkspawn
Инквизитора
horde on the move.
моего
Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
старого.
Как он тебе выглядит?
The other archdemons are dead.
Так как я его
Only
настроил.
Razak.
Здоровый кунари, рогатый.
А,
Kale and Lucican live.
ты
So
настраивал.
which one is it?
No one
Пытаюсь
has a good
вспомнить, у
look
меня
yet.
вроде вообще баба это
Makes it
была.
hard to tell.
Я не помню.
Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about
Как
elven
вы,
gods.
падлы, выходите
Seems like the
из
rules have
дома?
changed, and we're going in blind. We
Выкидывать
need to
мусор.
know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
А по
Сейчас.
сюжету ты до куда дошел вообще?
Сюжету.
Но если
Вот встретился
ты
с
увидел-
Инквизитором.
Если ты инквизитор, то это уже почти конец.
Встретился с усатым главным стражем. Сейчас Вейсхаут отправляет.
Куда?
Вейсхаут. Ну, блядь, главная крепость серых стражей.
Ну, а Кунари у тебя уже в команде есть, да?
Есть.
А, ну все. Бля, ну да, типа, нормально уже прошел. Ладно, пошел выкидывать мусор. Блядь, толканку. Главное не забыть купить толканку. Ёбаный в рот.
Не
Самое
забудь.
главное.
М.
The fires are lit.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did, sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that, it's kind of mean.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit?
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
I'd probably just tell them what to do.
Right. Don't waste time on them, just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
What or who is a Forgotten One?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillenane, they were the good ones that you could pray to. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse, like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
So, hiring the demon of Virandium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Mirathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Keep dreaming. It's good to have goals in life.
The real dream is getting him to take a nap. So what brings you by?
Nice to have a fellow warden on the team. Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking?
My head was exploding. You tell me.
Well, I was thinking, wait, I thought this was ale.
Guess somebody wasn't paying attention in class.
I thought the joining was some prank they pulled on new recruits.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Feeling lost?
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them. How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowler showed up.
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the first warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not?
Well...
Okay, so maybe I like to keep things loose.
And the first warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see why you might feel a little lost.
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other wardens who've left for theirs. Here, warden. Thanks for your long service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before you succumb to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the deep roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
I can't say I've ever been found.
Wouldn't be a great warden if you were. We're all looking for somewhere to fit in.
Not exactly the army of legend.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have.
Weishaupt will come through.
Along with a very noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around.
Good taste.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even
О, все в
wearing a
диалогах.
shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that?
Собрал
Are you trying to make
бутылки
your
для
mother
мусора.
happy?
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy.
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
But Kunari wear dresses all the time. Your mother does.
I am not my mother.
Clear and to the point. But her words got under your skin, and it's not just about clothes.
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
Could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaper didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta, or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Wish we had time to head down there and show them what you can do.
I don't think that would have helped.
But think how satisfying it would be.
Yeah. What's satisfying about being thrown in a Deep Roads prison? Orzammar takes its heritage very seriously.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Eh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the Deep Roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
They had to. Lose a Tig or lose everyone.
Children, families. It's unforgivable.
Sometimes people have to do unforgivable things.
You've heard, haven't you? That the Kalsharak dwarves were forced to change in order to survive. No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Given what we've seen them do, I was expecting someone to do something epic.
Right? It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic. No setting fire to the sun. It was just talking. Politics. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
Alright. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dreadwolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evenuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against? Doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made of something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
If there's one thing Solus loves, it's telling people they were wrong. And here he's got the perfect opportunity. Oh, Mythal, you thought your fellow gods were so great. If only you were as smart as me.
He got her attention. She definitely seemed angry at the end.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it. I imagine the Dreadwolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power?
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythol, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Davrin and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his world, his people. I understand why Solus would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been a better way. That's all.
So does he. This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Lace, I don't think you'll ever fully know whether the Chant of Light is literally true or not. What matters is that, in its better moments, the Chantry encourages people to be kind and help each other.
What do we tell the Chantry about this? Do we tell them about this?
People are already questioning because of Elgar'nan and Gillenane. It hasn't stopped them believing.
I guess people need that comfort. Even if some parts of it aren't totally true.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
This puts all of elven history in a new light. Not to mention what we think about spirits.
I mean, some magic works differently for elves. If we came from spirits, that'd explain it.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
The entire idea is preposterous. Who would even believe us?
It does seem outlandish when taken out of context, I admit.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
They were so happy about gaining the lyrium's power that they didn't notice it came from the Titans.
Or didn't care.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Those power-hungry bastards.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
That's what Solus does, isn't it? He sees a problem and he thinks of a solution that has huge, horrible knock-on effects. And then he does it anyway, because there's no way anyone else could come up with something better. And it's okay that he did incalculable damage to the world, because he's really sad, you see?
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgurnon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Что обсуждаете?
Про то, как Солус убил мамку Мориган.
Инквизиция?
All these memories are about Solus being sad that he was right and nobody else could see it. He was right about how becoming elves would lead to war with the Titans, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was right that using the dagger on the
Мне
Titans
потом
was
интересно, насколько твой охуемометр будет по 10-бальной шкале.
Но меня пока что удовлетворен, что вот эта гномиха подняла вопросы создателя. Вот то, что я тебе говорил, типа, какого хуя?
Ну, я понял.
But Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was
А
so
вообще прикольно
proud when he
сделали,
imprisoned
что
the
они
other
все
gods.
так вот сидят в
Finally,
кружке,
he got to
обсуждают
prove that
что-то.
he was right and they
В
were
других
wrong.
частях такого не
Then he
было.
wakes up in our time and finds out he was wrong.
Просто видишь,
The elves have nothing.
реально
The
все
Blight's a
игру
constant
занизили
threat.
тупо
And Mythal's
из-за повестки,
alive
которой тут не так и
somehow.
много по факту-то.
Тут повестка, блядь, ну, раза 4, и то я, ну, просто видно, что она тупо нахуй для галки. Все.
Ну да, там типа с Кунари, ну вот одна единственная
This
прям
time he's
жесткая.
sure,
А
no matter what it
остальное
takes.
So,
так.
how does everything we know help us now?
И по мне,
He's
игру
being honest about
незаслуженно
fighting the
захуесосили.
Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgranon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Balara made snacks. Seems like you could use one. And food always makes me feel better.
I
Oh.
could use some cheering up, actually.
Взял гренки.
Solus's memory, isn't it?
Горчица с
Stole
медом.
Titan blood to
Прикольно.
walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
I won't try to tell a small, probably angry Titan how she feels. She can feel however she wants.
Thanks. You're the best. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. And the Inquisitor thinks Solus can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be alright.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Так.
Ты с драконом сражался, да?
Один раз только, про который я рассказывал.
А что будет второй?
Я ебу.
Ну, ты говоришь, один раз, блин.
Ну, явно их добивать как-то надо будет. 2 дракона до сих пор есть. Никто им пизды не дал. Так.
Ух, жду я этого момента, Рома. Пиздец. Сейчас, с другой стороны, ты прокачивал. В плане шмоток.
Так, ладно. Этим прогуляем.
Вот НАТО вчера нормально поиграл. В локдаун. Не
Пиздец,
психовал.
я уже готов был выезжать к нему, душить его нахуй.
Ну,
Он просто бегал от прессов, таскал колбы, блядь, ну вот эти, блядь, баллоны по всей карте. Неважно, диссидент он, не диссидент, вообще похуй. Один раз даже, первый раз я был благодарен ему, потому что я был диссидентом, и он начал таскать, а я при всех его захуярил. Ну и все, и все были уверены, что я не диссидент. Ну и потом я благополучно всех убил. И он дальше продолжил этой хуйней заниматься. Я уже там говорю, что ну, так невозможно играть, это хуйня какая-то.
а нахуй он это делал? Просто
Я не
весело
знаю,
ему?
говорю, да, у меня такое вот настроение.
Ну, это легко контрить.
Как?
В начале катки его ебашишь и говоришь, у меня такое настроение.
Как я ему так и сказал, ну я вижу, что ты берешь в руку баллон, я тебе пизжусь. И он, ты какой-то злой. Я говорю, ну охуеть, блядь.
У меня даже разговора не было. Банка бы уже бы въебало летела.
Пешком. А, не найдено.
Everything's calm. Looks like the candles worked.
Как будто сейчас монолог про мою жопу был.
А, типа, после квеста... Погоди, ты где? А, понял.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
No one's gonna seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught pattern wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems pointless. No one here is expecting company. Are they?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
Examining the graves?
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. You remarked earlier that keeping this place in order seems pointless, but there's meaning in how we tend the necropolis.
Just seems like a lot of ceremony.
The ceremony can be the point. The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
Значит, Фнатов немножечко шалил, да?
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Тупо вырубила нахуй.
They thought the necropolis was the best place for an orphan?
Better to learn death dwells all about us than be deaf when it calls. Yet, I was terrified of everything when I arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a
Сейчас я
ceremony. It eases our
Либера
worst
намек
hours.
сделаю.
As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality.
Про животных.
All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
Есть такой намек. Маленькая игра. Прям под стримы пиздатая. Рома рекомендует. Скидка 40%. 40 до 21 марта. Не упустите. Я так ни на что не намекаю, но намекаю.
We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
Ой.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
Рома, почему всегда ты во всех играх это делаешь первым, а тут не посмотрел, а я уже деньги на Steam закинул? Пиздец. Не поддерживает русский язык. Придется нам быть англичанами.
Там, блядь, думаешь, особо нам язык нужен какой-то? Там просто бегаешь,
Да.
хуйней занимаешься.
Хуйня. Есть, чем Deluxe Edition от обычно отличается? Нет? Как узнать? Типа, вот я хочу узнать.
Надо рыться. Надо рыться.
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that.
А вот. Deluxe
That's
Edition.
when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying.
Где переводчик?
It goes beyond dread.
Ага. Базовая игра, немобаксы, халат, аватар, халат. Золотой скин, аватар, золотой скин.
In the dead of night, sunlit streets.
И все?
A roar, strangling fear, struck
Что за немобаксы? За ничего не нужно, мне интересно.
past the heart.
That's an issue for an
Какие-нибудь
necromancer.
скинны, блядь.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends.
А я обычную версию тогда покупаю.
Ну да.
Я просто вкинул 1100. Думал, может, Deluxe взять. А тут...
Manfred's right.
Разберитесь со своим другом 100 разными способами.
There are struggles
Ща.
that a watcher should always find
Я
peace
дополнение
amongst
еще
the
запишу.
groups.
увлечь.
And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end
Так,
with some
на
light
секундочку.
refreshment?
Разберитесь со своим другом 100 разными способами. Или вместе вы могли бы устранить других. Видишь,
Сука.
можем с тобой объединиться и разъебать Рому, понимаешь? Что тут еще есть?
Сука, одна из лучших
Здесь,
сцен.
здесь ценится командная работа. Особенно в борьбе за мармеладного мишку. Видишь, будем пиздиться за мармеладного мишку. Всего лишь-то. 742 рубля, Либера, задумайся. Рома уже почти купил, я уже купил, понимаешь? Уже все готовы. Еще своим заряжай в чат. Я не знаю, сколько там максимум народа заряжай, чтобы все скупали.
Я думаю, мы еще приговорим Егора, Дениса, Натова.
Опа.
Сука.
Ой.
Ты видел, что...
Пиздец, блядь. Ну, пиздец. Друг, ну, который хирургом работает. Смотрю история в Телеграме, думаю, о, сейчас московская жизнь. А там просто операция, где он в кишках лазит. Ебанутый, блядь, иди нахуй.
Момент, блядь. Чел ей говорит, о, и сейчас мы завершили ритуал и выпьем чая. Она говорит, чая, блядь, здесь на кладбище ты ебанутый. И скелет показывает на чайник. Заебись. Блядь.
By the dead.
Tranquility itself. Oh, if you prefer your tea
Там
sweet,
просто вот чел, который, ну, на платину проходил, в видосе тейк у него был, типа то, что неинтересно проходить квесты героев, но он когда показывал, ну, эти моменты вот с этим скелетом, у меня его вообще не было, ну, типа я не продвигался дальше по сюжету, может, я его там видел, где он просто ходит там, ну, фрагмент он показывал, мне было интересно бы пройти вот эти сюжетки, но, увы, я уже игру прошел.
Пока
Я типа, я не знаю,
пока
почему
всё интересно.
хуесосят, что тут все неинтересно, тут каждый перс говна. Ой-ой-ой-ой, тише.
Что, поляшкам говно потекло?
Нет, тут я скинул одеяло и чуть не перевернул сухари на пол. А с ковра сухари поднимать, это в рот ебал.
Так, что думал? Оп.
А теперь в
6
толкан.
минут.